Welcome to Tangling along with me. We are continuing on tanglepatterns.com, and today it is this pattern that we're going to do. Let's open up the book or find our page or what we are working on and get creative. I'm gonna turn my book like this just to have it lying like I want it to. This is another grid tangle. So I might pop it in here or in here. I will make this room up here a tiny bit bigger. So I'm just gonna move my string line here and find my eraser. And I'm of course using my Mono Zero eraser. I really love this eraser. And then just erase that line. So we are going to start with making a grid, and you can either make it really straight, or you can make it wonky, or you can do the grid kind of like you want it to. I'm gonna make it kind of in a angle here in this little room. And I decide not to make my rooms here or the grid too big. But if you're new, then please do make the squares a tiny bit bigger than you feel that you want to, because it's always good to start a little bigger. Then I'm going to make these into squares. And it's okay if your line is a tiny bit wonky. It doesn't really matter in the end result. So there we have the square or the grid that we need. So I'm going in here and I'm just gonna go on this one, and in this corner here I'm going to make a dot. I'm jumping this one and I'm going to make a dot right here. Or a point, jumping this one and making then the next one, and so on. In these two rows next to the dot ones, I'm going in where we don't have anything, going over here, and I'm making a crisscross. And I'm doing the same over here, making my crisscross. I would have a crisscross down here, and that would also go over here, and up here I would have one as well. In this row we will have a dot down here, and so on. So you have one dot in one of the lines, the crisscross in the other line but opposite the dots, and so on. It's kind of simple. So I'm going to find me a dot like that, and I am going to make a petal from the dot until the lines here. So I'm going on the other side and doing the same. So a petal from the flower and out. And I'm gonna do that here while I have my book lying like this. And then down here and up. Then I'm gonna turn my book a tiny bit, and I'm gonna do the same here. So we kind of get this flower shape in the middle, and this one is kind of going out of the picture like that, and it would be coming up here as a flower, the same over here. And here I would have a flower going from the dot down here and up to a line that would be somewhere. And the same, I would have a dot right here. So that would come up into a petal. So I'm just trying to figure out where I would have the dots in these corners where I don't have that many things to go from. So I would have a dot up here, and that would mean that I would have a petal coming down there. I think I got them all now. And then you can go in the next step, what is taking one of these dots, and from that one going up here with a line. And I'm gonna do that here on the other side as well. So from that and up here with a line. And then in this one I'm gonna do the same, giving me kind of this this shape here between all the flowers. So I'm just gonna do that everywhere, and I did something wrong here. Yes, that should have been a smaller one. So you need to start from the dot and out. So from the dot and out. So don't lose your dots while doing this. I have a dot down there, and here I have a dot. And I think, yeah, that would be one down there that would go up here like that. I got them all. So I think I'm going to switch my color to the dark blue instead of the black Micron. So this is the dark blue Micron 05. And I'm going in and finding these shapes here, and I'm just gonna color these shapes in. You can do it with your black Micron if you want to, then you really get a drama tangle out of it, and that is also very, very pretty. This will make it more dramatic as well, so that's all fine. And then I have one right here. Like that. And we have one between the two flowers that's supposed to be here. And this one is one of them as well. And then over here. There we go. Let me turn it a tiny bit more. Taking the ones going between these flowers here. Remember to relax your hand, your shoulders, and breathe, and just be happy. Enjoy what you're doing, one stroke at a time. And then this one that I made a bit different than it should have been, but I think I can save it, so it's all fine. There There we go. But remember, there is no mistake in Zentangles, so everything is as it should be. I am going to take my white jelly roll. This is the 08. That is my favorite jelly roll. So I'm just gonna take that one, and I think I'm gonna make a small aura in these flower petals. So I'm just gonna follow the lines of the petals here from the little dot and out to the tip. And I'm gonna do it in all of these. I'm just gonna take them in one direction first, and then I am going to turn my book and make sure that the ones I already did is dry, and then I'm gonna do the rest of these small petals. And remember not to push too hard with your jelly rolls, because that could make it stop working. So just a light touch on your jelly roll. So that's it. I really like this pattern. I am gonna take my white charcoal, and I think I'm gonna actually color in these petals here very slightly, softly. Just a tiny bit of my graphite in each of these petals. There we go. Taking my Tortillion for my white and just softening out the graphite here, the charcoal, so that it is filling the whole inside of the leaf or petals here. I think I got everyone. Then I am going to take my graphite, and you can do something here around these dots that we have. I don't have that many, so I'm just gonna do them, and I'm just gonna do a tiny bit here because I don't want the white to disappear. And then with my Tortillion I am just going in circles around the dot. And I think I'm gonna do the same here in these connections, just popping in a dot of graphite. Again using my Tortillion, and then soften out that graphite so it looks like a shadow instead. I really like that. I think that turned out really neat. It's a really neat pattern, and you can make the petals thicker or thinner after what you feel like. Anyway, I think this one turned out really great. It was this pattern right here. So that is all for today. Thank you for watching. Have an attitude of gratitude.